Prince Harry and Meghan Markle stepped back from social media at the beginning of the year, with a close source claiming they would not return to any online platforms following torrents of abuse. The Sussexes also do not have their actual foundation on any major social media networks, with Prince Harry recently stating he would not return to any of the platforms until the issue of misinformation was fixed by the companies. But some royal commentators were perplexed at Harry and Meghan's U-turn on social media, with one remarking the pair seemed to relish in their social media channels when it suited them in the past. The prince remarked families were being destroyed by the problem, but did not think the problem was so big it could not be fixed. He said, "I lost my mother to this self-manufactured rabidness. And obviously I'm determined not to lose the mother to my children to the same thing." Mr. Eden shared his thoughts on Prince Harry's comments but was confused when he and his wife made their reverse on social media. He said, "As always with Harry and Meghan, they sort of say things which leave you very confused afterwards. I mean, they used to be such keen fans of social media. Meghan sort of made her name through her lifestyle blog and regular Instagram posts of bananas and hints about her relationship with Harry. And then when they had Sussex Royal, they were always posting on Instagram and Twitter, but since the Queen banned them from using the royal title, and they had to stop using that, they became much less keen." Mr. Eden suggested Harry and Meghan were annoyed because they could not monetize social media, as other platforms, like Spotify and Netflix, have paid them millions to be on there. Royal historian Dr. Tessa Dunlop, who was on a panel with Mr. Eden, slammed his cynical views before moving on to Prince Harry's claims he warned the boss of Twitter about the Capitol Hill riots in January. The prince said, "I warned Jack that a coup was being staged on the day before, Jan 5, and I haven't heard from him since." He also remarked he would not return to social media until things were fixed. Dr. Dunlop remarked many people have tried to contact Jack Dorsey and, like Harry, were always ignored. Mr. Eden pondered how Prince Harry knew the riots would happen if he and Meghan had vowed to stay off social media in a boycott. At the beginning of the year, The Times claimed a source close to the couple said they would no longer use social media in a personal capacity and would be keeping their actual foundation off major social sites. Royal couple welcomed their first child together on September 18. Princess Beatrice posted the name of her newborn on Twitter. It read, "We are delighted to share that we have named our daughter Sienna Elizabeth Mopelli-Motzi." The post added, "We are all doing well and Wolfie is the best big brother to Sienna." Alongside the message she posted an image of the infant TMS feet. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex also released a photo of Archie TMS feet in 2019. Eduardo shared his excitement on Instagram of the news and thanked his amazing wife and beautiful little girl. The post read, "Our life together has just begun, and I can TMT wait to see all the amazing things that await us. Feeling so much love and gratitude for my amazing wife, baby Sienna and Wolfie. These are the days I never want to forget. This week, a friend said to me the sweetest saying. That with every child you grow a whole new heart. The newborn is the Queen TMS 12th great-grandchild. Sienna Elizabeth is also 11th in line to the throne." The princess married Edoardo Alessandro Mopelli-Motzi in a private ceremony on July 17, 2020 at the Royal Chapel of All Saints, Royal Lodge in Windsor. Sienna is Edoardo TMS' second child. He has a son, Christopher Wolfe, born in 2016 from his relationship with architect Dara Huang. Princess Beatrice is the eldest daughter of the Duke of York and his ex-wife Sarah, Duchess of York. Princess Eugenie also welcomed her first child this year, August Philip Hawke, on February 9, 2021. Duke of Sussex has had a rollercoaster few years, and made it very clear he wishes to carve his own path. The prince and his wife, Meghan Markle, have reportedly reached out to the Queen to arrange a meeting ahead of their newborn daughter Lilibet TMS christening. The Sussexes are said to be preparing to make their first trip to the UK as a family of 4, and Meghan TMS first returned to British shores since March 2020 TMS royal exit. Royal sources told The Sun that senior staff are stunned by the request, However, Her Majesty remains still very fond of Harry and would love to meet Lilibet and see Archie again. The source said discussions have also been had over whether or not the Sussexes should be invited for Christmas with the rest of the firm, after they rejected an invite last year. Harry, who will release his memoir next year, grew up a very different boy to older brother William, according to royal author Angela Levin. Ms. Levin TMS book, Harry, Conversations with the Prince trademark, recalled the Prince TMS traumatic start to life at nursery. She wrote, "Unlike Prince William, he needed lots of reassurance and understanding. Even today he sometimes has an air of vulnerability and sadness. It TMS part of what has endeared him to so many people of all ages and types around the world, and perhaps why Meghan Markle sometimes feels the need to be motherly towards him." Ms. Levin explained it took Harry a few years before he became the life and soul of the playground. He was shy growing up, with one mother describing him as quiet as a mouse, poor little thing. Young Harry would refuse to join in the games at break time, occasionally standing alone for the entire 10-minute break. If another child came up to him and pulled at his clothes, Ms. Levin wrote, he would start crying. His vulnerability made him an easy target for bullies, as he didn't TMT fight back. Teachers had to look out for him wriggling in his seat with a pained expression on his face before taking him to the toilet, as the young prince rarely raised his hand to ask to go. William, in stark contrast to Harry, settled in perfectly and earned himself quite a reputation, and was nicknamed Basher trademark. Harry showed a creative spark at nursery school. He concentrated hard when the teacher reads stories to the class and enjoyed painting and making paper models. But eagle-eyed teachers were quick to spot what could have been interpreted as a sign of things to come. Ms. Levin explained, sharp-eyed teachers also noted that whenever one of them praised William for being good at something like clay modeling, if Harry was doing the same he would throw his own work on the floor. It was perhaps an early sign that he was going to do things his way. He seemed happiest in his own little world, left alone to get on with what he wanted to do and how he wanted to do it, without interference. The Sussexes infamously quit the royal family in March 2020 to pursue their own career ventures and move to Meghan TM's native California. Under their new foundation Archewell, Harry co-created a docuseries The Me You Can TMTC trademark with Oprah Winfrey, where he admitted he underwent 4 years of therapy to address mental health troubles. He opened up on panic attacks and severe anxiety, and has echoed this in other interviews. He will co-produce Heart of Invictus trademark for streaming platform Netflix, while Meghan will create animated series Pearl trademark. Angela Levin TMS book, Harry, Conversations with the Prince trademark, was published in 2018 by John Blake. It is available to buy here. Duchess was attending an Earthshot event with Prince William to encourage children to think about ideas to help save the planet. The royal couple visited Kew Gardens in London in order to take part in a Generation Earthshot event with pupils from the Heathlands School in Hounslow. Kate stepped out in a brilliant green coat and top, paired with black wide-legged trousers, while William complimented the Duchess in a navy suit. Twitter account Royal T commented on Kate's clothing decision in a tweet, "Green for an Earthshot event, at least we never have to wonder what message the Duchess of Cambridge is trying to send with her literal outfit choices." The Twitter user also made a prediction the royal will send a coded message with her clothing for the awards ceremony on Sunday. Also, smart to do a rewear for this, I'm expecting the same for the awards ceremony. They wrote, "I'm betting she'll have an existing gown altered," Twitter user at Claddams2 predicted. "I have yet to see a color on her that does not look good," Twitter user at Sabira Lawn marveled. "But she does make appropriate choices. I do wonder if she TMS going to rewear an outfit or use a sustainable designer, as Kayla previously mentioned. I TMM also going with her rewearing something." While others said they would have done the same. "I absolutely would have worn green too," at Dusty Rain wrote. The Earthshot Prize was founded by the Prince to incentivize change and help to repair our planet over the next 10 years, and is centered around 5 categories: protect and restore nature, clean our air, revive our oceans, build a waste-free world, and fix our climate. In a statement, William described the environmental prize. The Earth is at a tipping point and we face a stark choice: either we continue as we are and irreparably damage our planet, or we remember our unique power as human beings and our continual ability to lead, innovate and problem solve. People can achieve great things. The next 10 years present us with one of our greatest tests, a decade of action to repair the Earth. William spent 2 years working on the project with the Royal Foundation. The idea was founded during his visit to Namibia, Tanzania and Kenya in 2018 when the Prince met conservation workers.